Hello and welcome back to our channel. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Lynda from the Rosey Flow Planner, and if you've been here for a while, you know what I'm gonna say. Hello lovelies! Welcome back to another video. Lovelies, this video is long awaited and this is my 2026 Flow Planner setup. I wanted to first of all do the front pages, just my vision board, all of that off, and then do my January setup along with you guys today. So grab a cup of coffee, a warm drink, and just chill. It's going to be a pretty long video, but in this you're going to be able to see how I will be using the 2026 Flow Planner from our shop, the Rosey Flow Planner. So first off, I'm going to just remove the actual cover. I'm not sure what cover to use. I'm still deciding, but I wanted to show you what I done to my cover this year. So I've just removed the ring light there because it was glaring on the cover, but this is what I did. These are all stickers from my shop. This pet tapes are also, these florals are coming to our shop on the 26th. They're from our advent calendar pet tape. This is a die cut from our store. I just cut our 2026 sticker. I just cut that from here and then I divided it just like this. I have this die cut also, and this die cut from our store, and this is Rosie Posy, our store mascot. And I just want this because I love this sticker, girl nice butt, because I feel like it gives you a little bit of confidence or something. So I've got this. I put my name here on the side with stickers that were in our advent calendar this year too, and the back is just completely free for now. I usually add stickers as the year goes on. Let me show you my last year's planner. As you can see, this is my well-loved 2025 Rosey planner. This is the Flow Planner, and as you can see, she has been really well loved. A lot. I just love at the end of the year having a good chunk and a lot of memories inside, a lot of growth, and I'm excited to go into our new planner and just seeing all of you guys with your planners at the end of the year and how chunked up they are. This just shows you that like these spines, they're meant to be everything stuck in, and also you don't need to worry. Yes, they will bend, but you can continue to stick. The Flow Planner is already quite a chunky planner. I added the tabs, which are from our store too. Let me see if I can get it to zoom. You can see that they're gold foiled. I put them here, but I'll talk about them more. This clip is also from our shop, and I have a clear cover on it, especially for the Flow Planner. So let me just open it up and show you what I've done inside. I'll just take the clip off. Inside here, I just have washi tape, which is again from our shop. I just done stripes of it the whole way across. I have a pencil board here where I've just removed the Today tab, and I've put it here, which gives a bit more strength to the cover, but it also allows me to use this whenever I want to have backing on my page, because I like to use stickers, I like to use ephemera, and sometimes that makes the page behind then really wonky. So this gives a bit of sturdiness. I just have this Shake Your Booty card that I got as a free gift with a purchase I made for Christmas, and then I got this sticker too from the same store. Put your hair up in a bun, drink some coffee and handle it, and I didn't yet know where to stick it. I might put it on the back of my planner. And in here I just have some cards: Relax, Self-Love Club, and Hello Lovely. I love to just have those things near. Then in here I have a clear pocket from our shop. It's usually for a ring planner, and I just cut the ring holes off and stick it in here, and I put in all the journaling cards that mean something to me this year. So I have some Rosey Posies. Anything worth having takes time. If you're sad, add more lipstick, and attack. That's basically my little entrance to my planner. And then this tape is also from our shop, and then I cut around the tape, if you see here, so my page is actually scalloped to the shape of the tape. So I did that, and I have it on the other side. So just as you go into the planner, I have this gorgeous sticker. Again, these stickers will be available on the 26th, and I just have my name then inside of the sticker with one of the stickers that came with the advent box. And then I have the 2026 dashboard. Again, they are available from the 26th. I will link anyway to that, to these collections down below the video, because likely this video will only go up around the 25th or 26th by the time I have it edited and that. So next of all, just in here I have a little quote: let your plans hold space for both ambition and grace. And just the flow planner and some florals, again some tape from our shop, and the florals from the advent. Again, all that collection I'll link below. Next, I made this little collage of one of the dashboards that again will be in that collection that launches, and a bunch of things from our shop. Really just stickers, a bit of doily. I hope you can see this. And this is ephemera from our shop. Then I first of all covered up behind the actual year at a glance that comes in the planner already. And then we're on to the whole year on 2-page. So I just put one of the sticker quotes here: progress is powerful, but peace is essential. Plan with purpose, not with pressure. And in here I plan to mark down any launches we have in one color, and then my exercise. So I'll be tracking my exercise, as in there will be a color dot for like let's say my CrossFit, a color dot for gym, and a color dot for running, because they are the 3 things that I usually do. And then I do HIIT conditioning. So there's 4 things, and they will be here, and I'll just put them in so I can have a bird's eye view of the whole year of what sort of training I've been doing. And I think I'm going to actually just do that right now. Okay, lovely. So if you can see what I've done here, I've just added CrossFit, gym, run, conditioning slash HIIT, and then mobility slash yoga. So what this not only tells me is like how often I'm working out, but it tells me what is my break up in my workouts, because basically what I like to do is keep track of like that. Am I doing things evenly? I mean, like, am I doing enough mobility, stretching, yoga compared to all the things that I'm doing to stress my body out too? I might add later like active rest or a rest day, but I think for rest I will just put a line through it so that it stands out more rather than a color. So I'm going to remove this now, because that is that done. And that is basically how I'll be starting off. So from January 1st, along the top lines will be where I have, and because each space has 2 boxes, there is plenty of space. So let's say if I do have 2 workouts in a day, because sometimes I have CrossFit and I have a mobility class afterwards, so I'm able to put both on one day if I have both. And then below there's 2 lines below which I will use for just tracking holidays and things that I need to remember or see throughout the year that might affect on my working out or etc. Or I might put below too that, like, for instance, if I've had a stint of sickness or something, to show why there is no dots or the reason why. So that is what my yearly tracker is for, and I hope that helps some of you to figure out what you could use. But this, you could basically track anything on it, but for me that is one of the things that I do quite often, so I think it's something that I could track to make sure that I had an ankle injury this year on my left ankle, and I'm currently trying to get back into running, so it gives me a good idea that I am also like doing my mobility exercises and my physio and that sort of thing compared to actually the stress on my body. So that is that area, and I have marked them. Let me show you my tabs if I can get this to focus a bit. Yeah, there they are. So I've got my bow, my little clip here. So the little bow brings me directly to this page, and then over here my little paper clip. Now this will bring me to my index page. So in here I will be using this as basically, let's say I write about something on the 1st of January, we went somewhere, something big happened, I will put it here. So I don't have to write on it every day, but for the important days that I want to be able to flip to January 6th, I just can go here and then flip to January 6th and find exactly what it says here. So it's going to be an index. On the top I will be writing just a little quote for the month or an intention for that month, and below maybe a little review of the month of how it went, or just a memorable moment from the month. So I'm going to remove that sticky note also because this one is ready. I use this little index sticker that came with the advent calendar too. Again, all those items are going to be listed below and will be live from the 26th of December onwards. So there's 2 pages of these, and then on to my next page, which is the vision board section. I'm actually going to white out now the vision board part that I'm not a big fan of. On the top here where it says vision board, I'm whitening this out. It's here basically for just direction for what to use these pages for. So in here I have wrote a letter to myself, and I've done that every year in my planners. You will see here in my last year's planner, here I wrote a letter to myself too. So in here this month I have this year I have just my mission is bigger than me. In my competition, in my own competition, me versus me, and the goal is to make an impact while make an income while making an impact. And I have little things that mean a lot to me, like writing here. I have like my gym, I have my office all pink. I have like camper vanning. Me and my husband, we love to camper van together. I have this symbolizing relationships and to work more on relationships and being more present, also resembling my work. I have this a CEO thing here because that one is just like to remember to grow our business, to like succeed in what we are doing. And then also I have these here because I really want to grow our lovely community. It's the biggest part of our business. Our business is, like, as I've said before, I would do this business for free because I love stationery that much. But the thing is, unfortunately, you can't pay your husband, your family to work with you, and actually they have to pay their bills and we have to pay our bills. So it's still a business and it has to be run as a business. So that's to remind myself also that I also have to keep in mind that we do have like to make some money to be able to like hold the business up. So that's why that's there. But for me, as I've mentioned so many times on my Instagram, I wish there was a way to do this all for free, but I am more and more wanting to be more active here on YouTube and just show you what I'm doing with my own planner, do little things with you in your planners, and just be more active so that I can give back to the community in that way. We've also been doing giveaways and that sort of thing over on Instagram too, as a way to give back to the community, because a huge part of my shop is the community, and it's not about the shop. The shop has like all the goodies, but the main thing is it's the people behind everything that makes the Rosey Life Planner the Rosey Life Planner, and for me that is the most important. So this year, going into 2026, I have a huge emphasis on growing our community, being more present, and I have hired my assistant. I talked about it in a previous video, but that is to allow me to be able to make more videos, to be here rather than doing, you know, some of the tasks that nobody even notices whether I would do them or she would do them. So this is the main thing that I want to be here with you guys. So Lovelies from 2026, I have a huge emphasis on making more videos, making more content for you guys, so that I will be here and showing you how to use the products. So that is what this is all about. And basically I want to continue to work on my boundaries. I want to continue to work on my health and fitness. This year I lost close to 10 kilos and I really want to keep up my fitness goals and just be like not afraid to try new things. CrossFit was a new thing for me this year. I've done it in the past, but I had stopped, and this year I was a little bit afraid to start it again with new people and everything, and I just went for it. So I want to continue to do that and not be afraid of meeting new people and doing new things, and that's a huge thing of here. Also just stepping back from relationships maybe that are more one-sided. I tend to be the person who reaches out a lot in our relationships and in different things, and I don't get the same energy always from other people. So but it's also something that I need to work on, that I need to be okay with learning that it's also growth to step back and to notice that, okay, this is not working. So yeah, that's a huge thing. So one thing that I would recommend, try writing the letter to yourself. It's a way that you can kind of look at what promises I made to myself this year, and this really kept me accountable last year. I came to March last year, and I went back and I was reading my letter to myself, and I wasn't even working out like I had said to myself, and that's what kicked my ass back in gear. So yeah, try it. Yeah, so I have my little vision board here that I just taped in, and I also have goals without burnout. So just different things. This is a dashboard that came in the advent box too, but it will be available in our shop too. So it has gold or rose gold foil along the side here, and then you have a whole bunch of ways that you can achieve your goals without burning yourself out. So that's my little goal area, vision area. And then we move into my actual goals. Now I haven't finished everything in here, but I have finished a lot of my personal things, and I share almost all my life on Instagram with you guys, and it's because I don't have anything to hide. I am this pink lover that shows up on the Rosey Life Planner, and I'm that same pink lover in my real life. I try to achieve my goals not just in front of the camera, but behind the camera. The thing is that a lot of people nowadays for Instagram, it's like, oh, I'm here at the gym, and then they're leaving 10 minutes later. No, I'm the person that if I say that this is what I'm doing, or if I say that I want to eat right, I'm gonna tell you the time when I haven't eaten right. Like yesterday I ended up eating a whole tub of ice cream when I intended to only eat 2 spoonfuls. But the main thing is I want to be real. I want to show you real life. And on my Instagram, and if you follow me on my personal page, I have 2 Instagrams. I have my Rosey Life Planner one, and I have my personal page, and you can see I'm the same person across them all. I am a pink lover planner girl on my personal page. I'm a pink lover planner girl boss lady on my Rosey Life Planner page. I'm the same person, and I try to be that same person in my real life because I want to come across to you guys as authentic. I do not want to be coming on and telling you all these unrealistic things that I'm going to do. Will I put extra pressure on myself to achieve? Yes, I do. But I don't think that you can ever achieve anything great without adding some pressure to yourself. So yeah, I try to bring you the tools to achieve, but not kill yourself while achieving. So this year for me, this is how I have filled out my goal section. So for personal development, I basically put the type of goal here is personal development, and my overall goal is to learn more and to get out of my comfort zone more. And some of the things that I would like to do in this year is I would like to learn to swim. It's something I'm terrified of, but I'm going to book lessons. I want to take more weekend trips, day trips. I want to just say yes to more things. I want to read 2 to 3 books a month. I'm currently on about 1.5 a month. I want to finish my studies. I have my teaching studies and I have about 12 credits that I need to collect by doing various little assignments. So I want to finish my studies in 2026 also. I would love to become a personal trainer, and not because I want to actually work as a personal trainer, but more for the knowledge that a personal trainer has, and just to be able to share that with you guys. So that's something I'm going to look into, doing a personal trainer course and some leadership studies. So that is my personal development goals. Then I have like my health and well-being here. I have my fitness, communication and relationships, my lovely community, different things I want to do for you guys. Then my design and product development. I need to get better with ordering in advance, way more in advance. So that means I need to design in advance. So I have a lot of things that I need to do in these, and I'm going to be working on our business goals. They won't all fit in here, but these were the main areas. So just to give you an idea of how I've done it, and then as I'm progressing through the year, I will be coloring these areas in along here. And the same on this page. I will be selecting some of the most important things from here, because of course I won't be able to achieve it all. So I'm going to be choosing personal development, and overall, like, I will put here it's like going great, here it's a little bit slow, and here I done nothing at all towards it. And then I will be coloring in for my personal development goal, like let's say it's green. Oh, green, we're doing really well in January, so we're progressing. So, and then the same here, I have some of the items that are on this list that I'm going to reward myself with some items for achieving those. So that's what that's for. Then in here, I'm going to be cycle tracking my whole cycle for the whole year along here, because that is just something that I want to keep a whole year view of. So that is my goal section, and each month I will go through it with you when I'm doing my setup so that you can get an idea of how I'm using it. But I hope that explains. So for instance, in this area, one of the things that I want to do for my fitness, I want to do 38 kilometers by my 38th birthday. So I want to put it in here, and I want to track my training towards it, because for the reward I'm going to give myself something. So I just want to explain those pages and how they work. So of course you can use that in whatever way you seem fit, but that's how I will be using it. Then for my quarterly goals, which is something that I will be sitting down to do now with my January setup. So I will be choosing the priorities of the month. Then I will be choosing in this area, like maybe one of the goals that I want to progress on, and at 1 or 2 tasks that I want to do for that, because of course you want to always go back to your yearly goals and see what can I progress in, and you want to make a plan for that over the next 3 months too. And then you can write a review here each month, how it's going, what are you going to do next month to make that different. In here I really want to save a photo or 2 from this quarter, so I want to keep always like some happy moments here, like doing my goals, because this is a goal section. But I want, like, if I learn to swim, or if I do my 38k or whatever like that, I want to get some photos and put it here to match the achievements that I have done throughout the year. So I hope that explains that page. And I've just decorated it again with this gold sticker and a little quote here that you are not behind, you're exactly where your next step begins. And then moving in to my January page. So I think that this is really where the normal monthly planning will start. But let me show you from behind what I am doing in here. So I haven't listed yet my 100 things that I want to do in 2026, but here I've named this area collections. I've marked it with a reference tab. And in here I want to list all the things I want to do this year. So there's 100 spaces and I'm going to write 100 things in here. I'm going to do this over the Christmas. And then in here I'm going to be putting actually one of the dashboards from the January kit, and I'm going to be listing all my books that I read in this year here. Shows watched in here, places visited in here, work stuff begins from here, so I have a little tab here. I have my Alistair sub kit workflow. Let me show you how that actually looks. That might give you, rather than just saying. In my last planner I had this, and basically I will be just moving this over to here. This is what I use when I am doing our subscription kits, and I just know which sheet I'm on and how much I have to do before the whole kit is done. So I hope that gives just a bit of a visual for what will be here. And in here will be a similar thing for my YouTube videos, just ideas and how far along I am with them. Next is just product ideas. I put a little rosy posy here to mark that with a little light bulb. And then themed boxes will start from here, and that's basically, I always dedicate a page in my planner. I wonder if I can find one right now. Like, I know these are looking pretty messy, but it can be something like this. So when I'm making lists of what's going to go into a box, how much I've designed, that type of thing. So a page per themed kit. So I have those marked. And then in here I have health, and here I just want to track some health things like my medicine, different things like that, and just some notes for, I put a notes tab for just my pen testing, and I really want to test out all my Ferris wheel press inks here to just be able to reference the colors of them. And I might actually stick just one more sheet in here if I run out of space, but that's the idea. So that gives you an idea of how I'm using the whole planner. So now what I'm going to do is get the January kit, and let's start setting up January's monthly kit. And I'm going to be showing you how I will be using all of these sections. My first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the dashboards in. My first dashboard that I want to add is this January one, and I want to have it like on the overview page of January. So I'm going to put that one in first. Okay, lovelies, now that is the dashboard in. Oh, I love the January color, so pretty. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add my headings here. So I want that this is for my personal life, my work, and my workouts, so that I can schedule my month in advance, if that makes any sense. And I want to maybe find a color that is maybe just something a bit light. Let me go to the back of my planner and I can check perhaps how this color looks. Nope, it's too orange. Yeah, That's one is looking more in line with the color of the box. So I'm going to just put like that. And I'm going to add my headings in here. Okay, so I hope you can see what I've done there at the top. So I've just put personal, shop and fitness. And because you have the dates going along here, then you're able to put down what you've got. So I've got a few things already going on, so I can just give an example. So let me write them in and I'll be back. Okay, lovelies, I want to show you what I have done just to this page. So I have here my personal, shop and fitness. Now I don't have a lot of appointments scheduled already because those are things that I need to do. So I want to show you how I want to use this page. So I have those 3 sections of my life, which are kind of the ones that I need to, like for instance, if I'm booking like a launch for the shop, I need to know if I'm gonna be on holidays or something at that time. So we have a family holiday just up north here in Finland to Lapland between the 18th to 25th of January. So I've marked that in here. I've also marked in a physio appointment which I have, which is personal, and then I have a shop thing going on here. I'm considering also, oh, that just reminds me, I'll just here confirm planner meetup. So there is on the 3rd of January, also the first Saturday of the month, there is a meetup that I've been invited to by one of my friends in the planner community to another shop's birthday party, which is in Helsinki. It's about 4 hours drive from here, so I haven't yet confirmed whether I'm going there. So what I've done is I've made this little area here. So if there's something that I know I want to put in January but I still need to confirm it, for instance, my doctor called me today that I need to book a blood test in the first week also of January, so that will likely be here. Also I have to book new times for my physio because my physiotherapy isn't over yet, but they're on holiday at the moment. And then I have to confirm my planner meetup that I just wrote. And then in this area I have a little quote. So this is how I will be using these sections. I will also schedule my workouts. A lot with CrossFit I have to schedule ahead because they have classes. So in the end of December, that's when I will start scheduling my January workouts. So that gives you an idea of my setup for January on my first page. So this is basically my little dashboard, which gives me a whole look at the month, just a quick glance. This is what I have on this day. So that is that, and of course this is going to fill up throughout the month, and I'll show you then at the end of every month when I'm doing my next month setup, I'll be able to go back through the month to show you how it looks. So moving on, we go to our regular dashboard. For me, this is just going to be how I usually do it, and let me show you what that entails. So I like this kind of setup for my overview. I like to use these days for gratitude. I like to just keep little notes here, just basically what was happening in the month, more like memory keeping. And I love decor in here. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to, I'm trying to think if I want to add, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to add these nice script stickers here. Even though the font is now darker, but I love the script. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to show you in a second how this looks. Okay, lovely. So I just used my January kit, all the bits and bobs, some of the gold washi from the washi sheets. I used the chapter 1 sticker here, and then all of these are some from the Deluxe Supreme kit too, and I used the daily stickers across the top. And this is my starting point for January, and what my what my month normally looks like is like that after. So just to give you an idea, at the beginning of the year I was kind of starting out last year like this, but I love having the months. Let me see if I have, like, here's July. I love having the chapter stickers so I can kind of just fold them back and see all the kits. But this gives you an idea of how I like to use mine. And I use Rosy Posies and a lot of different things, washi, to spice it up over the month. But this is my layout for the beginning. So basically these are all just stickers, and I have covered up any of the dates that are basically not in the January, and then all the rest are ready to just write in. So that is my January monthly spread. So now we have the January dashboard and we have the monthly spread, and now we're moving into our January dashboard, and I'm going to come back to you when I have this ready and show you how I'm going to be using this one. Okay, lovelies, I want to show you now my monthly dashboard. So we have so far, just to recap, gone and done the monthly overview. We have our monthly calendar that looks like this, and this is my monthly dashboard. So for me, what's really important in this dashboard is that I have a running work to-do list for the whole month. So anytime anything comes up, I can just put it somewhere until I schedule it, and once it's scheduled I can mark it off then from here. So on this area here I have a work area that I can put my to-do list, and over here I have my personal to-do list. This is for a month review, so I want to have like a little monthly section that I write about the month, and then over here I have also just my holiday week marked out when I won't be here. And then in here I am using this area as a monthly tracker. So I have work things listed here. So social media, something that I'm trying to be more present and be able to create content. So social media, and then YouTube, I want to track those. And also I want to track that I'm doing something towards my goals each day. So that is for that. Then I skip a line and I have a few things that I want to track. I am tracking some of these elsewhere, so for instance my workouts on a yearly basis, but I want to just see how many times a month I'm working out, and also to what effect is, like, for instance, my cycle or migraine having on them, and when is my migraine coming, is it coming towards my cycle, or that sort of thing. And then just my water content, is that, or sorry, my water consumption, is that having an impact on my migraine, etc. And then my sleep and work hours, I plan to do like a bar grid, you know, or a line grid. So in one color will be like my sleep, and one color will be my work, and just to track a little bit my work hours, and if anything is having a correlation with each other. You could also use this section as a line a day or different things, but for me I want to just track these certain things, and because this planner is my everything planner, I want to track all of those few things that are like important to me right now. So my goals, my health, and then some of the things that I have in my goals section. So being more present for social media, and that for you lovelies. So let's see how the first month goes. To the right hand side I just have marked birthdays here. I only have one birthday in January, which is my sister's, and she's on January 1st. I have a section just for my main priorities for the month, which is to get ahead on designs. We need someone else to help Hannes with fulfillment and making shipping labels, so just so we can get our orders out a lot faster. So I need to search for somebody to do that. Also for branding, I need to submit some of the new designs because I want to rebrand the Rosey Life Planner into something really fun but more to come on that. And then I want to get ahead on my 2027 planner designs, and I will be asking you a lot of feedback after the first month or two in the flow planner, what works, what doesn't, and that sort of thing. And then on we go down is like my goals for the month. So far I've just wrote here like my goals, but my things that I need to get done. So the March subscription kit, the coffee and planning designs, and then the preparation for Rose's thing. So I want to be working on these consecutively over the month. So I will then just mark off when they're completely done, and then I'll have for sure more items from my actual goals. I just need to sit down and think about them more. I also have my personal to-do list here, and this is basically something where I can just jot down really quickly things that I need to do for the month, and then I can come back here and actual schedule them into my weekly planner. And as I said, this will be just a review section. So that is my monthly setup. I've used all of the items from the January kit to set this up. I really like it. It's very simplistic, but I want it to be like that for now so that I can actually get the function out of it. That's the main thing with this planner too, that is actually supposed to function in your creating your goals. So next we move on to my weekly section, and my weekly section I will be doing, I think, pretty much what you already know me well for, and that is a to-do list kind of thing, which is hard to kind of do already because this planner is set up for our first week back in work, and I don't particularly have a to-do list at the minute. So it would be something like this. I will be doing something like this, and then more in the lines of, let me see, kind of this kind of memory keeping and then to-do list. It depends on the day for me, if I need a huge running to-do list or if I want to more memory plan, but this is kind of the idea for me. So I think I'm going to leave this right now because that I need to set up like closer to the time, because I really don't know in a week from now what my to-do list will look like, because I'll still be working over Christmas on designs and that type of thing, which I'm already planning in my other planner. So I'll be moving over my to-do list from there to here. And so I think I will move on to my horizontal, because I think that's where a lot of you want to know, because you can just check some of my previous videos, because nothing really is going to change about my vertical. But this is going to be the heart of my planner for my health tracking. So I'm going to show you now how I'm going to set this up, and I'll be back to you in a second when I have set it up. Okay, lovelies, so this is my horizontal week setup for my first week in January. Now what I want to say is I'm not 100% sure if everything will remain how it is, but at the moment I want to keep my weeks really simple because I want it to be also functional. Where I flourish most is in my journaling, and that's where I use most of my stickers. So I love journaling like this with a lot of stickers, like this, like this. This is the type of journaling that I like to do, but I like also that my planner is functional and that it serves its purpose of actually helping me with my life. So lovelies, this is going to be my health area. So over here I will have my appointments. I usually have physio probably once a week, or twice a week depending on what I need. Then I have, and just other appointments I will put here, anything that kind of affects my health or affects just in general, like where I can be on what, at what time in the day. Then I will mark my meals, so just the main meals like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe a snack. Here I will mark what I worked out that day, so the specifics. On here I'll be marking that whether I worked out or not, and then in my yearly I will be marking the type of workout that I did. So in here it's more specific. So if I did a run, I done like 10k run, for example. Then I'll be marking my steps in here, and then a self-care check-in every day where I check in with myself, just seeing what my mood is like, what I'm feeling, like anything, any pains or whatever, just like self-check-in, just checking in with your own body and mind. In here I will have a weekly intention. So basically this week I'm going to focus on getting more sleep, for example, something to do with my health. Over here I will list 3 things each week that is a non-negotiable this week ahead that I'll be working on. For example, like let's say if I am falling behind on my sleep, like I'm going to bed at exactly this time this week, and that's what I'm doing. And then you could use down here if you wanted to track that. For me over here, I have a few things that I want to be able to do on a daily basis, or sorry, on a weekly basis. So I'll be just putting Monday to Sunday here, and I'll mark what day I did them on. If I did them multiple times, then I just mark them multiple times. And then I'll be marking my mood in regards to dots and then joining the lines. Face mask, red light therapy, also sauna. We have a sauna in our house. Everybody in Finland almost has a sauna in their house. It's pretty common here in Finland. But yeah, I want to start using our sauna more, so 1 or 2 times a week. Mindfulness, I want to be able to do that at least once a day, for 2 to 3 minutes even. I have an app for that I use. So yeah, then my eyebrows I want to be able to do once a week, because I get a lot of those white fluffy things and they drive me crazy with my makeup putting it on. So it's something that just would make me feel calmer if I would just do them on a more regular basis. So once a week, those, my vitamins every day, my journaling every day, and my gratitude every day. But I just put them like this so I can tick when I'm doing them, and then I'll be able to see at the end of the month what am I falling off, end of the week what am I falling off, and then my mood. So this is basically my weekly setup for now. If anything changes, you will see it in the next video. But lovelies, that is basically my planner setup for 2026 so far. My daily pages, as I showed you already, I won't be doing anything different. What I'll be doing is using my dashboard sticker from the Deluxe Supreme. I'll be putting that there, and then I'll be starting from there onwards for just my normal journaling. One thing that I noticed, that sometimes I don't mention the weather or like do my like journaling prompt on this page. So I'm thinking that this year I'm going to start at least including the weather, and if I don't do the journaling prompt in here, I'll be doing it in my other planner. But for sure the weather I want to, so I've just put a sticky note here. But that gives you an idea of just what my planner will be like for next year. And as you can see, I have tabbed out all the monthly sections. I've started them on the monthly dashboard, so it flipped to any month. And I love these because they are gold foiled. That's basically my Flow planner setup for 2026. What I will be doing is I will be putting my planner into a cover. So this is the cover that I will be using for now, and this is the NAYA COLLAB cover that we have with the clear cover. For now I want to enjoy my cover, and the thing is this is a clear cover, so you're able to see your actual cover through it, and I love that. In the back I'm going to have my sticker book, which is where is it? It's actually at home, but I put my sticker book normally here, any stickers I want to bring with me. Normally my little affirmation card goes in here, a magnet. We had this gorgeous magnet this month with the January kit, so I will be adding this likely to the cover here, just like this. And I want to put a nice picture of my doggies maybe there, but look at how cute this is. I love it. And then I've got my pen loop there. I've got everything ready to go. I'm so excited. Yeah, so I think this is going to be how I'm going to be using this for now. And then as the time goes on, I normally move into one of my normal covers like this. I might actually put my Lynda magnet there too and move my stickers over. But lovelies, for now, this is what I'm starting 2026 with, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if there's any questions, please leave them below. Anything from the advent will be available on our website after the 26th of December. I will link it anyway below so that you'll be able to get the items. Any of the items in the video mainly are all from my shop. This clear cover, I think we have 1 or 2 of them in stock still. I'll link them also below. But until next year, lovelies, this is going to be the last video you see from us for the year of 2025, and I just want to thank you all so much for being here. You mean more to me than you actually really know, and I cannot wait for 2026 to grow this community of lovelies even more. It's going to be bigger, better, and just I'm going to be so much more present. So lovelies, have an amazing Christmas, a wonderful Christmas, a calm Christmas, and the happiest of New Year's to you for 2026. I wish that all your dreams is going to come true, and I'm going to see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye lovelies, bye.